World War I by Alexander Winkler. So, why was World War I even started in the first place? One of the main reasons was the Balkan Wars. The Balkans had a long history of ethnic tensions and war. Serbia, Bulgaria, Montenegro, and Greece broke away from the Ottoman Empire, Turkey, during the 1800s. They soon formed their own alliance called the Balkan League. The Balkan League that was formed after the First War soon disintegrated. In the Second Balkan War, Montenegro, Greece, and Serbia fought Bulgaria over who would own Macedonia. Romania and the Ottoman Empire joined in just for fun as well. Bulgaria ended up being defeated, and no surprise with all those enemies against them. After the wars, the region became even more unstable. It left a power void that Austria-Hungary and Germany decided that they wanted to fill. Another reason adding to the tensions was Bosnia and Serbia were ruled by the Turks until 1878. Serbia gained its independence, but Bosnia was given to Austria-Hungary, and they didn't like that very much. Tensions between Bosnia and Austria-Hungary eventually erupted into the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. It was done by this guy, Gavrilo Principal. He was a part of the group called the Black Hand, which gave him a pistol, some poison, and a hand bomb, and his only goal was to assassinate the heir to the throne, then drink the poison so his death could not be linked to the Black Hand. Because of the assassination, treaties and agreements that countries had started to take effect, and the small event boomed into World War I. All these treaties and groups ended up in two main groups, the Central Powers and the Allied Powers. The Central Powers included Austria-Hungary, Germany, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire. The Allied Powers consisted of Great Britain, Canada, the United States, Romania, Russia, Italy, Japan, and France. Now we all know that the Allied Powers won, but this did not come at a small cost. There was over 16 million deaths over the course of the war. That's 16 with 6 zeros after it. This diagram shows some of the main casualties and by country. Germany, Turkey, Russia, and France were of the most casualties. Another thing was, why were there so many deaths at all? Well, there was traditional warfare mixed with modern technology. People were fighting at close range with new modern weapons. One of these new techniques was trench warfare. Trench warfare was so powerful because it used modern weapons. They forced opposing armies to dig trenches to protect themselves. They would often launch attacks against each other coming out of these trenches. These attacks resulted in horrific casualties. Another thing was tanks. Tanks were another modern warfare invention that could cover a variety of terrain and caused mass casualties. The first tanks were, however, very mechanically unreliable. The third reason was poison gas. A combination of trench warfare, tanks, and poison gas matched with close contact and modern weaponry resulted in devastating and gruesome combat that the world had not seen before. The rise of nationalism and a variety of people groups wanting their own country brought about tensions between the nations of all different strengths. This eventually turned to World War I, one of the greatest and most devastating wars in our Earth's history. Continued tensions, even after the war's end, eventually brought about a Second World War, and there's still much unrest even in this area today.